everybody that have us in the building.
How you doing? How you doing? How you
What's
doing?
going on, slut?
I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to.
Okay, yeah. So everybody who regularly comes in here, we are definitely in separate rooms. I did contract COVID about a week ago, going to a damn comedy show. You know,
It's
the
time to
Negro
support
Club.
black businesses. You see what happened?
Negro Club. You try to support your people, and they ain't got no damn air going on. So I'm blessed to have a mild case. So it's been over 7 days, but just to stay safe, I'm keeping away from that hoochie. So
yeah, well, you know what? The hoochie and your son and your father. Even I don't really want it too close to dogs, but you know, I think I like this setup. Not being so close to your black ass. This makes me feel better. I really like this setup, y'all. Look, I want to thank everybody in the comments. Hirsch, I see George, I see D, I see. Oh, Miss Nita, I see all y'all up in here.
Comedian King Stanley in the building. Everybody up in here. Wes is in the building. Girl, what's going on? We really appreciate every last one of you guys for coming in the building. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that share button while you're in the building. We got a good night tonight, girl. And I think I do like this stuff. I ain't got to sit next to your ass. I can carry you.
Girl, I don't have to smell your ass. Nothing.
My ass don't smell, number one.
It do.
Let's get over it. Like I said, COVID, I got a few more days, so hopefully we'll be back to our regular setup unless we discuss it after.
Well, you know, you could have took your test. This dummy went and ordered her test, and all she had to do was go to the local Walgreens with her card and get one right
tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Leave me the hell alone.
I will not do that.
Okay, but look, we had a last week we're in here, so we definitely want to make it up on this show. Definitely got some upcoming guests, and tonight's special guest that we'll be bringing on shortly, comic Steve Brown. You guys like cereal? If you like cereal, make sure you grab your bowls and clap them because he's going to be on a little bit later on in the show.
I should have had a straw. I could just blow something to you, mother. I wish I could actually do that on IG.
I wish I had that power.
You just look at the IG, just go pop it right in the forehead. Because a lot of people on IG need to get popped in the forehead for real.
No, you know what? Let's go ahead and get to that. We're going to keep the names out, but we are going to address this because I've never seen so much dirt, grit, and emotion in one individual. And the energy is toxic, okay?
Yeah, girl.
What's up, Blair? I'm just going to put it to y'all like this. Nobody can separate my sister and myself.
Hell no.
Nobody will ever come between our relationship. Okay? You will get your ass banned for life.
But y'all gotta
say this to not only emphasize what you guys pretty much already know, that we close, we BBFs. But at the same time, you will get people on the outside trying to intervene. I'm mad at your sister. I ain't mad at you. Well, that means you mad at both of us, my dog.
Look, you know what? Look, Michelle was there when I heard I'm this. Now, first of all, I want to at least congratulate myself because normally it's me that everybody be pissed with.
Man,
this is the first time it's Michelle by her lonesome.
I pissed somebody off finally. I pissed somebody off. I have a
you succeeded, girl. Girl. Here's your prize, bitch, right here. But
we just sprayed on the damn haters.
But you can't tell me with a straight face. It's not. It's like, you know, you tell me, oh, no, you cool. It's your sister. Not nigga. It's both of us then.
It's both of us then.
This is a set. We come together. Okay?
I couldn't believe that shit. I'm just sitting in the comments because I couldn't defend myself because I was just like, did this nigga just say
Hershey, why the hell you, Hershey? If you so mad, bitch, Cam, what you mad about? You know what? Hold up. I know what it is.
You know what? We'll address that.
No. If you say something about Hershey, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
That's right. You can't leave Hershey out.
I'm sorry, okay. Hershey. When I read her comment, if you say you mad with Hershey and we cool, nah, nigga, you mad with us too.
Can't fuck with Hershey. Let's get into a couple of trending topics before we bring our guest on. Number one, I hope you fathers-to-be are ready to pay some child support before the baby shower even commences. Because there are GPO lawmakers that are trying to make it legal that if you are an expecting father, you'll be expecting a child support court order.
What? So you mean I have to get paid before the baby come out?
Yes. You know what?
I really think the only reason they doing this, they trying to justify why they been fucking with women. So now we're gonna come and mess with y'all men.
Exactly.
I don't know,
But you know what? I want to say for some it might be fine, and some that are responsible fathers, they're gonna do that on their own. Thank you guys so much. But at the same damn time, some of these individuals need to get a little taste of the responsibility because they think, okay, I'll just go pay a minimum child support. I ain't got to do shit. I ain't got to be there. And for those individuals, hell yeah. Go ahead and get your layaway plan on.
Yeah, because people got to look at it. It's not about being petty. Because for one, I have seen men put themselves on child support so they ain't got to deal with that baby mama nonsense. But if you know he trifling, you know he don't take care of his business, that's the man you got to put on child support. Now, if you got a good dude, even if y'all not together, but if you know he going to take care of his business.
And y'all can co-parent. That's the main thing. Stop putting your kids in the middle of the bullshit. Just co-parent. Make sure they go get their education. They got the health care. We good, okay? Anyway, we'll see how that goes. There's a video that's been surfacing several videos. This recent Sesame Street Place parade that took place in Philadelphia. The footage I'm going to show you guys right quick is just a little handful of what's going on. You see these beautiful black babies here.
Look at that baby.
Look at these beautiful black babies. And this heifer walks straight up by them. Now,
the disappointment in them babies' face pisses me off.
Now, you can clearly see how they're walking to other ethnic children of other ethnic backgrounds. This is the one that pissed me off, though, right here.
Girl, that's the one Herschel showed me.
Yo, when this shit, let me tell you something. Had that child been my child, any child I was in my care, and that motherfucker put their belly and knock my baby,
You got your Sesame Street punani in my baby face, really? That's what we doing? You belly bobbing my baby?
So eventually I said, there's just too many pieces of video going around here saying it was just an isolated incident. It was number of characters ignoring black children.
Girl, even Big Bird, there's some footage of Big Bird.
Look, I don't know what world we living in, but Sesame Street, apologize. I still think it's bullshit. There need to be a whole different investigation. And I need the damn costumes removed off them damn fuckers that was in the parade.
Yeah. Oh, I would have ripped them off. Because I'm going to tell you something. I ain't got no children.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had been there and I saw one of y'all kids get done like that, bitch, what's up? I'm keeping my crystals on. I got to take my chakras off. But the crystals, y'all about to get these crystal hands.
Oh, but we'll see because they're still investigating. There's still more videos.
Ain't no need to investigate. That's
right. It's right there, but hey, you know how they do. Anyway, Kevin Samuels cause of death, hypertension.
Oh, a typical Negro problem. And you ain't got to be fat to have it, y'all. Y'all better get out of that.
Because, like I said, hypertension is a majority of African Americans do have hypertension. But at the same time, this is the same man that was drinking Red Bull, swallowing damn blue pills, and talking about, well, you're heavy, so your blood pressure, you're not going to be a woman that's fit for a number 5 man. You know, that bullshit. I'm like, okay, live your life, bro.
While he's still on the other side looking for his Apple Pad.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna look. I know y'all be laughing at me, but I do watch them videos, them ghost box, and when I came across his, I had to hear it. Why? Because
that shit was funny though. Yeah, where's my pad?
And that nigga was looking for his pad.
Brother, you
they don't have pads in heaven.
You don't have.
The afterlife, there's none.
Good news. Monique will be hosting her Netflix comedy special along with director Lee Daniels.
Well, they playing again.
They gonna be working together. And I was like, this is wonderful black encouragement. I love this shit because it was such, bitter back and forth between her and Lee Daniels. But check out the ad for it.
Can y'all believe this shit? Can y'all believe this shit? I done came on home to Netflix. Hey, y'all, it's your girl Monique. And I'm so excited to share that I'll be shooting my first Netflix comedy special. Oh, and in case you didn't hear, I'm also reuniting with my friend, my brother, director Mr. Lee Daniels on the Netflix film, The Deliverance. You won't want to miss either of them, so y'all stay tuned. And thank y'all, my sweet babies.
My sweet babies.
I love it. She looks so happy. I love the hair. She looked like she ready to work. Bitch, get your coins and tell Big Daddy to sit to this corner. Okay, sit in the corner.
Yeah, please put Daddy off to the side. That's my only thing. Daddy needs to sit down. Okay, for real.
But I'm happy for her. I'm happy she's made friends again with Lee Daniels.
Yeah, so we'll see how this works out. I wish the best for her. I think that's going to be hot because Monique is extremely funny and very talented. I do believe that.
She is. Oh, now what?
Ricky Martin. Living the Viva Loca.
Myself down.
Yeah. Look, he's just been accused of having a sexual relationship with his 21-year-old nephew. The relationship lasted for about 7 months. But
so this was consensual.
But now the nephew is like, he won't leave me alone. You showing up, you texting, you calling. I didn't file restraining orders on you.
He had strawberries in his booty. It was good booty. Just like candy.
That's out there. He's gonna have to. What's up, Nixon? He's gonna have to come in court for the testimony.
Speaking of strawberries, I'm sorry.
Speaking of strawberries, Nixon in the building.
Hey, baby.
Okay.
But that's just so weird to me. Why are you having a relationship with your nephew?
They keep it in the family. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The shit's nasty. I understand. I don't get it. But apparently, if there's anything that resolves out of this, he's looking at 50 years in prison.
Okay, now, but wait a minute now. The nephew's 21, right?
Yes.
And you said it's been lasting for 7 months?
7 months.
Okay, so it's incest. So he go to jail for incest?
I guess so.
I didn't know incest was against the law, but it's nasty. Because, when I really first heard it, I thought you were talking about a kid.
No, this is a grown man.
So, man, he probably going, I don't know. It's weird. It's disgusting.
It's weird as shit, but I was
that trailer trash mayonnaise sandwiches all over the story.
Okay, anyway. Last story before we go to a break and bring our guest on. Gentlemen, I do not want y'all to think chivalry is dead. We appreciate when y'all open our doors. If you want to take
Yes, I do.
The heifers do, at least.
I say thank you.
I say thank you. But this story that came out of Connecticut where a man who held the door open for 2 women, they didn't say thank you. This nigga got a handgun and started shooting at them in front of the store because they didn't say thank you for opening the door.
You disrespectful heifers, you better say thank you.
Yes, straight up, it's rude. Yes, you open the door, you pull out my chair. It's thank you, appreciate it. But at the same damn time,
you got to pop a cap in my ass, really?
You gonna bust a cap in my ass because I didn't say thank you. That's the world we live in right now.
Well, I do appreciate men, opening my doors. I've had men carry shit for me, and I say thank you, my kings.
Exactly. So look, we're gonna go to this break. When we get back, I want y'all to grab your popcorn. If you ain't hit that like button yet, or that subscribe button, please do so right now. And we will be back with our special guest, comic Steve Brown. You got anything to add before we go to break, Heifer?
Yeah.
This is Rashid, and you took my money, and I want my money back. I'm being nice about it, and you do not want me to change my tone. You told me this woman that I was going to meet was going to be a beautiful sight to see. This motherfucker is ugly. I want my money back.
Okay, and how much did you pay me?
I paid you $200. This motherfucker looked like Fat Man Scoop. I need my money back.
Are you mad?
No, I ain't mad. I'm frustrated that your mama told me I was going to meet a beautiful queen, and this motherfucker like Esther from Sanford and Son.
Welcome back, everybody. Please welcome in our guest, Mr. Steve Brown. What's going on, Steve?
I was gonna try to do it to him. Hey, God damn it!
How y'all ladies doing, man? Y'all are off the chain. I'm a fan.
Thank you, sir. That's a compliment coming from you, brother.
I'm a fan.
The Chronicles are hilarious. That was my favorite one. But
now he got too many for me to say which one my favorite.
The one you did today topped this one. Yo. Y'all please go to our stories and follow Comic Steve Brown. So y'all
did you see what I said in your comments? I said your straw wasn't strong enough, was it?
Oh hell no, y'all! You know what? To me, the comments be funnier than the videos. To me, like I said, I do it because I enjoy doing it. I love entertaining, of course, off stage, and it's just something that my daughter kind of gave to me, and we just took it and ran with it. So
okay,
yeah. I mean, your daughter to come. I mean, I'm assuming you enjoy the serial. So I'm sure when you find the skits to kind of do your strong mechanism thing, ain't too hard to do.
Well, the thing is, the truth of the matter is I don't eat the cereal. I used to, but I don't anymore. I just use it as a prop, and that's where the straw comes in because I try to keep it 100 with people. The cereal is packed with sugar, a whole lot of sugar. So therefore, I kind of got away from it, or I'll eat a healthy cereal or something like that. But I rarely eat the cereal. I just don't, because I mean I'm pretty big on health. I'm 55. Well, I'll be 55, and I'm trying not to look 55. How about that?
No, you look good, boo. You look good, bro. Skin is glistening and tight. Shut up.
Let me tell you something that I like about Steve already besides comedy. He's a professional black man, because usually when you have a guest on, you mind sharing, let them know you're gonna be on the show. This man took the time out after he got sweaty, got his car, dropped a promo tag. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
And that's the best time when he's sweaty. Because we got plenty of ladies that follow us, Steve.
Well, you know what? The thing is, if you're not going to promote you, who else will? And the thing is, you guys blessed me to be on your platform. So, we're a team. If I got to follow, I got to let my followers know that, listen, join me on these two beautiful ladies platform, and let's get it going. And that's
you can really just say one. We know it's just one, but thank you, baby.
Hey man, listen. Both of y'all are beautiful.
I'm not messing with my sister.
Steve, I'm not paying having no attention. Okay, let's go ahead with it. Now, I know you got a background being in church, and I want to know, since you were brought up in church, what came to the decision? You know what, comedian is what I'm going to do.
Actually, football is my first love. I played football all through high school, some in college. And when I couldn't play anymore because of injury, I transferred and went to a school that didn't have a football team in my hometown of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I was always a funny guy. I was always, the center of attention, just that. To me, people laughing is like an addiction to me. So, Ricky Smiley, he came to the school to perform, and I was the opening act. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. And he was like, hey, man, you ought to try to start doing comedy. I'm like, for real? So, I got back with him, and he held me. He held his word. He took me on the road with him for free, of course. And,
that's really nice of him.
And here I am today. So I credit my start and my upbringing, to that brother, Ricky Smiley.
That's so awesome. I love hearing stories where another, black individual helps another one.
Back.
Yeah,
right.
And pay
I like that.
That's love. But I know, like I said, you was in church. I know you was cutting up in church. You just remind me.
No hell.
No, you know how your mama give you that look.
Let me tell you something. Born in Detroit, Michigan, as a riot baby in '67. Because of the riots, my mom moved to California after she left my daddy. That's a whole different story. And, I got there because I didn't have a father in the home. I got the wilding. So my mom was like, I tell you what, I'm going to show you what time is. I'm going to match your energy, and I'm going to send you down south with your granddaddy, who is a holiness preacher, Church of God in Christ, Holy Ghost filled preacher. And when I got off the bus, he told me, son, this is what it's going to be like living with me. That nigga beat my ass when I got off the Greyhound bus. That is no lie. And the church that I went to, We went to church all day, every day. We look, one of them churches when you go Sunday morning and get out there damn Wednesday evening, one of them churches.
But you know, your mama did the right thing, because it's sometimes it's hard, especially when you're raising a boy.
Yeah,
as a single mama, and y'all try to put the chest up, so she did the right thing.
Well, I think my mom did it to save me and save her too, because my mom didn't play no game. Because we tried her, and we get a shoe thrown us, an iron. She would go downstairs and pull a hot muffler off somebody's car. I don't know how the hell she did it, but she used that motherfucker, all that. So my mom didn't play any games, but
so she saved keep her from going to jail and keep y'all from dying. So she saved you both.
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes you came out a good man for it, man. I'm sure you got closer to God as well, and because I hear you speak on God quite often. When you go live and you do have comedy, you could have good conversation, but at the same time, you always are grateful.
Well, it's you got to have that balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for everything that I have. I've gone through a lot, and of course, there's going to be trials and tribulations in everything you do. So I'm looking forward to going through more. And you notice I said going through more. That means it's going to come to me, but I'm going to go through it, and we're going to keep it moving. Nobody said. People think that growth is growth. No, pain is always associated with growth. If you're not suffering any pain, you ain't growing, and that's just what it is. Whether you want to or not. So I'm here for it.
Facts. Major facts.
Yeah, amen to that, bro.
And this is what I'm reading a little background, and it said you used to be a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Man, I know you was the best substitute teacher.
I'm about to say what grade.
You know what, man? I was a substitute teacher, 1 through K. It's like I would get calls every day. I would be booked up like a real teacher because I can relate to the students. I was entertaining, I was doing everything, but they were learning. They were learning, and they wanted me there instead of their own teacher, because we would have fun and just have a good time until I had to stop because my comedy career was really taking off. So I would do it, whenever I could. And I also coached little league football, middle school football, high school, and some collegiate. So I was always active with the young folk. That's just me. I always did that. I can
see that because for some reason, if I was at school and our teacher was out, and if you was a regular sub there, because schools have regular subs that kids. Oh, Mr. Brown gonna be here today, y'all. We gonna
Brown here. Come on, let's get there early.
Yeah.
He's funny, girl.
Yeah, but that's what makes education a lot more easy to absorb, because you always want to go by this textbook, and it's boring as shit. But you got to add your own spin on it to make it entertaining and make it stick. So
exactly.
That's why I know you.
And I can say that when I was subbing, the kids' grades actually went up because they were more interested in learning. We would have a good ass time, but they would also get some learning done. And I that was a blessing in my life to get a chance to do that and work with the kids that way. So
And I don't know, was it a black school, majority of a black school, or
mixed?
It was mixed.
Yep.
But it means so much when you have a man there. And I heard teachers of the school say it helps because a lot of fathers are not in their homes. Mm-hmm. So it really helps when they have a man there. They have someone to idolize, look up to, especially the little boys. I mean, little girls.
When I was sub, or especially when I would coach Little League, it was kind of a cruel rule, but it worked. It was effective. I always told them that, listen, I want to coach your kids, but this is not a babysitting service. If you got energy to go to the club, you got energy to watch your kids while they're practicing. Because if they see you watching, they're going to work harder. They're going to want to impress you. And then not only that, if you're there to see what your son is doing, you'll know why this little nigga ain't getting in the game, because he ain't paying attention and he playing with pants and shit. So it was a whole thing. So I was like, listen, if your parents can't stay at this practice for this hour and a half, your kid is not playing. That's just what it is. So I had to put it on their back, because men and women, they'll drop the kid off and go on about their business and do whatever and act like they don't. Some of them won't even come to the games. But when I came up with that rule, it was like, wow, stands packed for the kids, and we just had a good time. So,
I think that's very important, because parents got to understand. You got to support your kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when kids see that so often, you're not.
But when kids see that you're not interested,
right,
their interest goes everywhere else, and that is the problem. And the thing is, it's not only men. It's women too. A lot of people always say the man ain't in the home, the man ain't in the home. But you know what's just as worse to me? When you got a mother in the home and she toxic as hell too.
I know a couple of them hoochies back home in Memphis, but
that mama in the home, whereas she's there, but she's there taking up space. She's doing every damn thing else but raising that kid. And what people don't realize is that no matter who the person is, the kid like, who the person idolized, you, the parent, is the real role model. They might act like they're not watching. They may act like they're not listening, but they're listening and they're watching everything you do, and they're becoming you, and you don't even know it. While you bringing all these different men in, and you got all these different women in the house with your kids, they're going to grow up thinking that's okay, and that's how that whole cycle starts. So we as adults, we have to really watch ourselves around our kids, what we say, how we treat each other when we're in relationships. Like for instance, if you got a mama and a daddy, and the mama's emasculating the daddy in front of the kids, they're gonna think it's all right. The guy's gonna end up being feminine, the women gonna be masculine, and it's gonna be a whole problem later on. So I look at all that and I try to address it and I try to attack it before it even happens, you know.
No, you telling the truth. And I don't want to have kids, but being that I live with my nephew, I can't be a slut.
Nah, I don't think. No,
I'm just joking, though, but for real though, I the way we were raised, you don't bring all these different folks over to y'all. I was just messing around.
Exactly.
I'm a clean, wholesome heifer.
Shut your ass up.
Hey man, hey. Remember the rule is not what you do, is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Yeah.
Tell me about them candles.
I was finna say they showed me noses. I've had the same friend for God knows when. And my nephew, for some reason, loved to hang in my room. And I'm like, dude, you got to leave. I'm like, what you like candles for, auntie? Get your ass out of my room. How about that? What you mean what I'm like candles for? You know what I'm finna do? Get the hell out of here. Now this he was probably about what, 13?
I know how to keep his ass out your room. Let him pop up in your room one day and your company come out butt ass naked. That nigga.
Oh Lord! I don't want to scare the child. Mama, it was a reptile.
He'll never come.
Hey, let me tell you something. He's very hip to what's going on because, like I said, my son's 19 now. And sometimes, and my son's autistic. So I'm trying to, do some things. And I hear all this, in the next room. This is today.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I told him, I said, you know what? When you're watching those type of erotic arts, the door needs to be closed. Because that shit was loud.
Well, he like to watch some little Chinese animation with the titties coming out. And I'm like, baby, what you need to do is let's get out and socialize. Well, right now, auntie, I'm going to watch these. I said, you know what, bye, I'm done.
Them virtuals ain't going to do nothing like the real thing. But
I always explain to him that
it's safer that way, though. It's safer for him that way.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I like that he's still innocent and pure.
Right. It's safer. Let the little man be safe, because right now, they got all types of shit out here right now. Like, for instance, and I don't want to go there or put nobody in a box, but this monkeypox thing is out now. And now Dr. Fauci just said that it's associated with men having sex with men. So I'm like, well, damn. So I mean, it's a whole lot of shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And people not paying attention, and we're letting Facebook, Instagram, and all these social media platforms continue to push sex. Yeah. But you don't hear any commercials about safe sex. Have sex, but strap up. Put on some aluminum foil or something. Do something.
No, because my doctor killed me. They want to know all your information, and they were like, "What about sex?" Same Negro 13 and with a condom. I don't play them games. I'm scary.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really scary.
No, speaking of scary situations, now comedian actor Craig Robinson just had a comedy show,
right?
And somebody was in the club and they was talking about shooting the place up.
I heard about that,
and I immediately thought about you because I want to say, brother, You're one of the first comedians that had a viral video of somebody coming for you on stage. And he came for you because he felt like he was being picked on at a goddamn comedy show.
Actually, that report is wrong. And I'm glad that you brought it up. I'm gonna give everybody the scenario. Believe it or not, that brother wasn't even after me. He was already fighting and shit before even. What happened is me and me and the dude, we're really cool now. We talk on the phone and all that after he got out of prison. He was having a bad situation. Number one, he had just gotten out of prison. All right, just gotten out. So, and then he was, I think he is bipolar or something was going on with him and didn't take his medicine and he was drinking. All right, so him and his girl got into it. And I think he stood up for some reason, stood up in the comedy show. She put her hand on him, and I guess he panicked because he'd been locked up for so long. So that's called being institutionalized. So he turned around, he socks her. Then his mama tried to get him to intervene. He pushes her down. He going crazy. He's fighting other people. Everybody just is a melee. So for some odd reason, me and this nigga make eye contact. And he starts walking towards the stage. I'm like, bruh, don't bring your ass up here. He's still coming. So right. Because I'm like, I don't know if y'all know, but I box. I box as well. I've been doing that for like 8 years. All right. So the guy that was up there with me, which was the host, he was like, man, we got him. I'm seeing this nigga break through the crowd, still coming towards us. So he was still telling me, don't worry about it. We're gonna finish the show. We got him. Next thing you know, this Negro on stage. When he gets on stage, the dude up there with me, he did this right here. I swear to God, and walked off. Now me and this guy is on stage. And I think that's when the person with the camera started filming it. You see what I'm saying? So now it already looks like we into it. So, because he had been swinging and he was just missing because, of course I was maneuvering and getting away from him, whatever. Exactly. But I stayed in front of him like a boxer should. So he's getting tired and getting frustrated. And he's like, damn, now I ain't gonna go out, do all this and get knocked out by a comedian. So he had to do something. So he picked up a mic stand. So he's going to try to end me there. He threw the mic stand. The base of the mic stand flew off, hit the wall, hit a lady in the back. She required stitches. Now he's still swinging. Then he picks up a bar stool and throws it at me. When he hits me with the bar stool, for some reason, the nigga just snapped out of it and walked off stage like ain't nothing happened.
That's what you call crazy.
Yeah. So his mom, after that, of course, I think I required like a stitch or whatever, but his mom came to the green room. We talked. I got his number and this and that. He called me from jail. He did like probably 2 or 3 years in prison because he was on parole or something like that. But, I helped him out. We talked and I got to know him and he's a really, really cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Now he has a family, and he's just doing well, and what I decided to do to help him make money, I said that I will come to Columbia, South Carolina, and I would do a sparring match with him, since everybody saw it a little. So we're gonna really box, and that's gonna give me a chance to beat that nigga ass. You hear me? Beat that nigga
but
ass.
that's he needs to be glad that it happened with you.
Yes.
My problem is I hate that this country does not take mental health serious. Mental health get more serious. Because jail and is not going to mix with bipolar. It's going to make it worse.
It's going to make it worse. And the thing is, I think if I really went through a lot of shit behind that because the manager of the club, he was like, this is going to turn into a social media storm, which it did. And the question was, where was security? They had no security. They had one little old man, a little old dude with a little Steve Harvey suit on and a pair of Stacey Adams. And I swear he got hit and one of his shoes flew off. I don't know where that damn shoe went, but that's what happened to him.
And he was gone.
And he was gone. And the guys that ran on stage, those were the cooks from the kitchen. Man. They were the cooks.
Yeah, but the black man wanted.
Right. So now they had to save the club and they put out this thing like I started the fight because tried to assault my character because they were in the wrong. So I went through a lot of stuff behind that. Yeah. And in other words, I eventually sued their asses and won. So
there you go. Good. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about we ain't had security and all our ex-cons in the kitchen had to come save them.
But I did go through. I had to go to counseling for PTSD. I really did.
I believe it.
I'm gonna tell you why. It was like, after all that, I thought I joked it off, I laughed it off. But when I started moving on, this guy would be in prison. He's in prison. Think about it. I would pull up in front of my house and see this nigga in the bushes. I would be at a show and I would look in the audience. He'd be right there in the audience, knowing he in prison. Think about what I'm saying. I would pull up to my house. I would be kind of afraid to go in because I'm thinking he in there holding my kids hostage with something. That's how it played on my mind, knowing he was in prison.
Yeah, see, that'd be dangerous for me because I like to keep my gun with me. I don't know how your state is, but I must have messed around, saw somebody look like him, and I can understand.
It's traumatizing because
so I kept my firearm with me at all times. So the thing is, we like I said, we talked, met up with him. He's a really cool guy, and I'm still gonna beat his ass though for that charity. He gonna but I'm beat the nigga ass. I got to to show the world these hands.
Thank you.
You were blessed. Come to that situation is a rare thing that people who try to come for you, y'all actually end up having a relationship off, on friendship and all that.
I was just saying, sound like he was blessed.
It's regular nowadays almost. It's scary that you can't even go to a comedy show anymore.
They just had a shooting. They just had a shooting at some comedy club.
That's what I just talked about with Craig Robinson.
What happened was the guy couldn't get in the club. He got mad. So just like, I'm gonna add this bitch out, and he tried to. So that's what happened. And he wasn't at nobody in particular, but for some reason our people think that shooting up the place is the answer. That's
a lot of therapy that needs to go around all across the board.
Speaking of therapy, let me tell you something.
For real.
I know every industry has groupies, and since we talk to a lot of comedians, sometimes I've seen some regular comedy groupies. It's just online.
Yeah,
and I think they can go a little too damn far with the obsession.
I've had one.
Please, do you have anything you want to share on these crazy ass groupie stories?
Yeah, I've had one. I'm not gonna even name her because sometimes if you don't name a person, you don't give me the energy. You don't give me.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
I'm not gonna name her, but she used to come on my platform. She would invite me on hers, and then when I started disagreeing with some of the things she was talking about. Now, mind you, before all this, let her come to Atlanta, let her come to my comedy spot, got her drinks, got all this shit. Then when I disagree with something she was talking about, next thing you know, I was this, I don't like the nigga no way, I don't like his boy. Just made a whole campaign, So I blocked her, and just recently, she finally went on, she put up videos about me and another comic.
She wouldn't have to be in a wheelchair, was she?
No, I'm in the but she need to be in one. She need to be in one.
Well, I know something. I'm gonna be quiet.
And then her partner that in crime, it was some lady. She called herself a sex goddess, and she come on with.
I know exactly who y'all talking about.
Them long ass titties.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And a stomach that looked like raisins. And they would just go in on me, and then I think the latest video they put up was like in other words, they started attacking me, and when I got back with them and blocked them, they tried to play the victim. And now look, y'all protect the black woman, y'all do this, but people caught on to it quickly because they're like, no, you get what you got. This man was nice to you, he was respectful, and then when he didn't agree with you, then you just start going in on him, and then when he got back at you, now all of a sudden, oh man, he doing this, he called me. Yes, bitch, I called you long titties because that's what you're showing. You showing your titties online.
That's who I think it is.
Talking about.
Yes.
No, you talking about you showing your titties online, long ass titties. It took 2 screens to see them, but you talking about this is how you get close to God and you masturbate.
I know you got. Oh Lord. Let me tell you something.
Not the God I serve. The God I serve, we read the Bible, we listen to the pastor, whether the nigga lying or not, but we read that Bible, we pray about it, and we go from there. God ain't never told you to play with your pussy to get close to him. And
let me tell you something. I know who you're talking about, and I refuse to follow.
He ain't never told you to unfold your titties and put them out.
You said unfold.
Unfold them. And I'm like, bitch, you need to put a hem in them titties. That was
tripod titty. I know who you talking about.
No, shut your ass up. I've
seen her 2 or 3 times. Yes. And in my mind, I said, this bitch crazy.
Yep.
Now, I'll tell anybody, I believe in the Lord. I don't follow religion. But my spiritual self know masturbating ain't gonna get me to heaven. Putting my crystals in my coochie.
That was their thing. And when I spoke on her, because she was one of the main culprits, both of them tried to double team me. They had a video up right now. Oh, my body and this and that. And they put the video up, and somebody went to the page and said that they going in on her titties. But the thing was, the video was supposed to be people getting mad and going in on me.
But the titties took over.
Them titties took over.
You know, I don't understand. If you're gonna be half naked like that, go get some surgery. Go work out. Do something.
Rocky.
Okay.
But
I'm not surprised because
her thing is, well, you know, she said that to get everybody attention. Yes, I died once. I was on the other side. Bitch, you should have stayed over there because you're messy. Stayed on over there.
No, God threw her bed because she was masturbating. Yeah. How you get here, bitch?
Yeah. So that was my only comedy groupie story. Then they got this white lady. I'm not gonna say her name. She's like the do girl for them. She go and get information and take it to them and all that. So I blocked her. So again, you know, I'm speaking on it now, but I'm not gonna say any names because they don't make a difference to me.
You ain't got to.
I'm doing something that 65,000 and growing people are really liking, and that's my focus. You know what I'm saying? So all this other stuff, you know, water under the bridge.
I hate when. Go ahead, Rocky. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this because I hate when women use that shit. Because I all believe in you know, supporting our black men and black men protecting our women. But I'm gonna need my women to stop acting like a goddamn fool.
Right.
Crying victim. Because then you make all of us women that are sane and want protection look crazy.
Yep.
So sit your tripod titties down.
You know, you know the worst thing a person can do, and that's man or woman, is throw a rock and hide their hands.
That's what they do.
Play the. To me, that's some of the most narcissistic shit ever. I'm around you, and I say some shit that I know will make you punch me in the fucking face. And then when you punch me in my face, you're like, see, I told you she was crazy. I ain't doing this. I'm innocent. No, you just said something. You just did something I ain't like. So, you know, but usually the sad part is they always catch the person who's with the reaction, not the person who committed the action. So you have to be careful of people like that. So that's why I was like, you know what? She tried that on me, tried to make it seem like I was bullying them. So what I did, I'm just gonna block everybody. Bitch, I blocked the world. I'm good.
Look, you know, I got a friend, you know, he lucky I got a little small crush on him because I let his black ass make it. Because he always talk about why you blocking people. Fuck, I'm like, no, look, when you were disturbing my peace,
you gotta go.
And when you start pissing on a name that we don't work so hard on,
you gotta go.
I gotta block you. You gotta go.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all see this shirt. Y'all see what it says?
I was about to ask about your shirt. I was about to ask about this.
That's my motto right there. If you ain't happy with him, let that nigga go. Female all that. Happiness over everything. And you know, it's a shirt that I came up with because it is so attention getting, but it's also a great message for yourself and others. You know what I'm saying? People, when I wear this shirt, they be like, "Oh, really?" And they look at the shirt like, "Oh, okay." Because women be looking at me. Sometimes women be looking at me like they ready to cuss my ass out. Then
they must be a hoe when they getting offended just by looking at the word.
No, because they consider us men as hoes. So you know, I got a big hoe on my chest. That they may take it as me bragging about me being a hoe.
Well, at least you got a warning sign. If you was, I love warning signs.
It's like too much.
Look, girl, I was just thinking he was cute, but he said he a hoe. Let me keep going.
Hey, man. Hey, I know some women like hoes. You know.
I don't.
It's all in the self-esteem of the individual.
Yeah. I hear you on that one, but I know somebody in the comments had asked why I bring it up when we were talking about groupies because I asked the question. That's why he added that. And people be killing me when you bring up situations and you leave folks' names. Because I've always told Rocky, don't never drop no names. I don't never want to give no hater, no victim card, or no PR.
We just talked about a hater before you came on.
You don't want to give. I know. And guess what? Y'all did it so well. It was so professional. Because guess what? Y'all didn't do. Y'all didn't drop their name. And the thing is, you do not want to give someone like that a position on your platform, especially a platform that's doing so well. Because now, if you drop the name, then they're gonna leave your platform, and people gonna be like, "Okay, who is this? Let me go see who this is." And now they're gonna make your fans their fans because they like them, they want to know what this person is about. Black folks, we love to be inquisitive, so I'm not.
Yeah, we knows it,
right? So I ain't gonna give you nothing to be inquisitive about. I'm just gonna. I gave you too much when I said long titties, and I gave
everybody knew because them long titties be all over IG. They just be dragging on these doggone IG streets because I knew I had to think about it. I said, oh. Soon as you
to my masturbating and all that, and you get through my phone, my whole phone stank. I'm like my screen, like wait a minute, what is going on?
I cut my masturbation down so I can get to heaven.
Hey, you said you do what?
I cut my masturbation down.
That's something I got to work on.
So I can get to heaven. So I just don't see how masturbating.
I got to work on that.
Yeah, but I always pray after, Lord, forgive me. Watch
you know what? Shut your ass up, Rocky. Okay,
but it's not in the Bible that it's a sin now.
No, it's not. But I'm not going to discuss it with you no more.
But it's what you look at to get there. Look, so I don't watch porn.
Self-gratification. In that way, from what I was taught, and maybe somebody can educate me more.
You ruined it for me because I was gonna go to heaven ignorant.
I mean, but this is what I was taught. But wait a minute. The preacher that I heard it from was a mechanic, so he may not know what he's talking about. The nigga, he was a mechanic on Fridays. I think he caught dogs on Tuesday, and he was the school bus driver. So I don't know. The nigga got a lot of jobs, so maybe he probably got confused.
Maybe he was wrong. But self gratification that could be anything too. Though.
Right, and now we are sexual self gratification. So let's break it down but like I said, he probably know what he was talking about because he was also the leader of the quartet, but the nigga didn't know how to sing. But the only reason he was a leader is because it was all his equipment. So
okay, it was all his. Okay, I mean, but I'm surprised, Michelle, you missed that comment that your father left in there.
Which one?
Right after, no, it's a good comment. You need to scroll back and put it up.
Whose father?
After we was just talking about our hater, our father let us know that he got a call. And it was interest of the show.
Well, you know what? I did want to make that announcement, so I'm going to go ahead and make it now since we brought this up. The Heifers are currently streaming on 2 networks. We are proud to announce that starting August, we will be streaming on our 3rd streaming network, which is the Jam Network.
That's what's up.
Congratulations,
ladies.
So we are doing a great job. So we trying to bring it on across the board, but with Steve,
I just didn't give me like a late night spot on HBO or something so I could cuss, or maybe even BET.
I was gonna say that they know if it's the Heifers, y'all gonna have to be ratchet. Okay.
It ain't like I cuss a lot though, but every now and then, motherfuckers, good for your health.
Yeah, it's good. It's always good. It out. And matter of fact, I hear a lot. Like I said, there's a lot because comedians that we consider old school and the new age comic. Social media is a major part of the new age comic, and legendary comics are actually getting used to the tool. But I hear a lot of legendary comics complain, I'm tired of these social media comics out booking us. Is that something you hear often?
I hear it all. Let me say this. I'm proud of the social medians. That's what I call them, social medians. But I don't like the fact that they're hustling the business. And what I mean, I think the veteran comics don't really have a problem with them doing the social media stuff because it's very funny. It's very entertaining. I wish I can get better at it. But here's the problem. Some of them are going on their pages and say for booking, knowing you ain't no goddamn comedian. Now you got all these followers. These followers are calling comedy clubs and say, book this guy, book this guy. And the white comedy club, like, we're going to book them because at the end of the day, it's a business. And all they want is what? Asses in seats so they can make their money. And but the thing is, they are thinking like, shit, we're going to get you what we want, what you want, but we ain't responsible for if they're going to be funny or not. So now is an even bigger problem because first-time comedy goers will see that bullshit they put on stage and they're going to think that's comedy and be like, oh, no, we don't want to do stand-up comedy. When there are a lot of veterans out here who are so, I mean, great, underrated. You got Ali, you got JJ, you got a lot of comics out here that's just doing it, you know, and they're not getting the shine that they deserve, which is coming because it's all in timing. But because it's social media everybody's on this social media thing, and everybody feels like they're a comedian because they are being funny on social media, but they forget that, nigga, you got to pick up that mic. And when you pick that mic up, it's nothing but you and that mic, and you will be exposed. And that's what happens a lot. I can name like 3 social media comics who really put in the work. I mean, you would see him on and like late night, after night, hour comedy spots working. That's Country Wayne. He's gotten better. The DC Young Fly, he's gotten better, and probably 1 or 2 more. But the rest of them that I've seen, awesome. But they're out here getting that money because of those followers, because of their social media presence, because they got the gift of the gimmick. Mm-hmm. And that's why a lot of veteran comics are mad. So my thing is, you know, to the veteran comics, include myself, you just have to get with the times. You have to make yourself, you know, more noticeable on social media, get better at the craft, and go from there. Because trust me, it was here, but it's going to get back to some sense of normalcy because people are going to see that bullshit and they're going to be like, you know what? I miss Comic View. I miss, you know, because that's when times were really, really funny. You know what I'm saying? So, and people want the old school comics back. And that's just what it is. So I applaud the social media comics for what they're doing, but just keep that shit on social media. Stop trying to come to the stage and waste people time and money with your gimmick. You know what I'm saying? But if you are working the craft and you're getting better at it, I welcome you. But I mean, just y'all feel what I'm saying, but it's
I don't like this social media. I know you're funny when I see you funny. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because trust me, I mean, I understand you have to do social media, but when you try to transfer that from social media to a stage, it's not the same. And I didn't spend my damn money.
But exactly, and they are doing it. They are doing it. They are. I mean, they get 1 million followers. Next thing I know, hey, I'm comedian. This book. And then what's really crazy, when we, the veterans, come to the show, they look at us like we ain't shit. Like, who are you? And you go right up there in front of us and stink the whole place up. And then the promoter be like, hey, I need you to go up there and do some time to bring the crowd back. No, the fuck you don't. Let that nigga sit in it. Let that nigga sit in it.
Yeah.
So no, I understand. Those facts.
So that's just what it is. I respect what you're doing on social media. But if you're not a comic, and you want to become a comic, go through the ropes, go to these open mics, get better, and then, you know, go up through the ranks, learn the business, learn to respect the business, and then, you know, have at it. But that's the problem. They think that, see, this new generation, they believe in that microwave success.
Yes,
I want it right now. We don't want to work for it. I want it right now because that's what social media shows us. But social media, what people don't realize, social media is showing us a fucking lie because everybody who's got these Bentleys, that got these bodies and this and that, them niggas living on somebody's mattress. They ain't got a mattress. They renting, they floss in front of somebody's car. So everybody want to be like that person. Everybody loves success. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to follow that person as long as that person flogs you. Think about it, ladies. Think about it. Have you ever seen somebody on social media tell them the truth? Like, you know what, my light's about to get cut off. man, I'm going through this. You're not gonna see everything gonna be booming and buzzing, and it's just that person's persona.
Yeah.
But I've seen some of these women that's supposed to be like models, and when you see them without the filters, I'm like, damn, bitch.
Yeah.
Your gut thicker than mine. What the hell going on? So it goes across the board. Look, I don't care to impress none of y'all. I love you though.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not finna go out my way to impress. Look, I did good by putting on makeup and showing up. Shit.
Well, you look amazing. I see that one shoulder out. I don't what you trying to do? I see what you're doing.
I'm
gonna take my shoulder out too.
Hey, you got that thick old silent shoulder that's tatted.
No, that right there is not a tat. That right there is not a tat. That's not a tat.
What happened? What happened? You know, I'm nosy.
You don't see that? That's not a tat. That's a brand, baby. That's
yes.
I'm a Q.
I should have known. Don't play no time of dog with this Negro in here.
Oh no, I tapped the whole goddamn computer.
Look, trust me. Y'all,
shout out to the comedians.
Wow. You remember me telling you about prom night, Michelle? Me and my girl went out to get something to eat after.
I don't want to hear it. Because the bras are innocent. It was your fault. It was
No. Y'all was wilding. They was wilding. They was cool though. We had fun.
But I do want to give a shout out to the comedians that we do have in our audience. Definitely comedian Jake Staley's in the audience, Hershey the entertainer. And I want to say, you are actually working with drama. Drama is funny as shit.
We love little drama.
Drama is funny as shit.
Before I speak on drama, let me send a shout out to the Q's real quick. Of course, this week right now is our conclave. That means every Q in the world will be in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend because it's our national conclave. So,
I lock your doors.
I'm sorry?
I said lock them doors. And y'all be when y'all party.
Y'all party.
Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is...
Ma'am, I don't tell you. He don't got innocent on you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But speaking of drama, let me say this about this lady. She's going to be all right in the business.
Yeah.
She's going to be all right. Let me tell you why. Drama is funny off stage. She's learning to transition it, and she's hanging around with real comedy veterans that are respected in the game, and she's listening and she's learning and she's carrying herself respectfully. And the thing is, she have us as big brothers, me, DeRay, Ali, a couple more. Like, listen, keep your hands up. Don't even try it. We talk regularly, and we talk about the business. We talk about how guys try to play and this and that and this and that. She come to us and she's like a fucking sponge when it comes to the business. And when I tell you, when she come into her own, trust me, you're hearing it on this show. She's, excuse my language, she's gonna be a bad bitch in this game.
No, she good. And I know this is for a fact because I watched her and another comedian, and I watched how drama absorbed everything with respect and questions, while the other
always talking.
Yeah, talking. It's one of these people that listen for a rebuttal. They don't listen to pertain.
Yeah.
I had to get on my homie yesterday that volunteered his mental status. Look, we didn't ask him. He volunteered it. And I told him the same thing. Everybody, you got to stop listening for a rebuttal and just listen and take it in. I witnessed drama.
Let me say this something else about drama. Drama, again, is transitioning. That means drama is going through the fucking fire. Going on stage, not getting laughed at sometimes. Sometimes she get to laugh, sometimes she does. And that, to me, is a true testament to who she is, because she is sticking and staying and learning the craft. And that's how I know she never has an excuse. She always just bam, bam. Okay, what did I do wrong? What did I need to do? Always asking, calling the phone. So listen, I went up this other night and this happened, and go through her stuff. This girl is going to be bad. See, y'all saying she's funny now, but let me tell you something. What y'all seeing now is gonna double and triple. Watch
Shut up now. I'm all for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
She's going through the fire right now, the growth period. And guess what? A lot of them don't make it out of the growth period. You know why? Because they doing exactly what you're saying. You telling them something, they listening to give you a rebuttal. Motherfucker, shut up and listen.
Some people don't listen, baby. They don't want to listen.
They want to tell me more about my business than I do. And then when you get on them about something, they beat you getting mad. Bitch, how you gonna beat me getting mad?
Then turn around and talk about that old tired ass motherfucker. They don't know shit. I'm like, oh really?
Then why were you over there?
Well,
That's just like me talking about me and Michelle doing this podcast. We talking to folks. So I'm gonna shit on Oprah. I'm gonna shit on Ellen. No, you don't do that.
Well, this is the truth of the matter. If y'all want to know the truth, the reason they don't want to listen to the veterans now is because they are too busy looking and listening to and seeing this shit on the internet, saying that you can do it overnight. So they feel like, oh, that old school shit y'all talking about ain't working. Yeah, I'm gonna do what the people do on the internet and get this microwave and go from there. But you only gonna be around for a little bit and your ass out of there.
Yeah, because you get people always talking about Acurans and stuff, but I'm like, but all these people coming in your lives, paying attention to you, all these people really following you, and when they see you in these certain cities, like when we knew Jake was in our city, oh, I was there.
You were there.
We were there. So
let me come back to y'all city and find out y'all don't come.
I'm coming and look now. I better be able to get backstage and say, hey.
Well, let me tell you. I was gonna say something.
Jake was in the comments talking shit.
Huh?
We know at the comedy club Jake performed at.
Yeah, we can't go there.
We know that's the same club you performed at. And we said we ain't going back to that spot. So I hope you come back, but not
to the Improv or somewhere, Just
all right, so let's get down to it. I'm enjoying this interview, but listen, I always do this when people interview me. Whatever you want to ask me, ask me. Nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits.
I appreciate the
don't tell me that shit. Michelle.
I'm going. Listen, you can ask me whatever you ask me. I'm going to be responsible for the answer and how I answer it. That's the true testament of a veteran. So you can ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm going to answer you. I'm going to give you an answer, but it may not be the answer you're looking for. But I'm not going to avoid the question. So whatever y'all want to ask, whatever you throw the paper away. If you got interview questions, whatever you want to ask. Let's talk family.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm putting you in the driver's seat then.
Well,
I don't have shit to do with this.
I got superficial questions to ask. Shit, I ain't got no.
All right. Let's make it happen.
No, but the club Michelle talking about is black owned. We do, if you do come to Houston, we definitely would love to come see you. We're just not at that club.
Michelle had to take a drink.
No, that's what Michelle caught COVID at.
I had to. Yeah, that's where I got COVID at. So
okay, so what?
There's no air circulating. It used to be.
Oh, that club.
They have no dressing room.
It was very dark in there. Very
dark.
Yes.
And it was, and I told him, I say, sir, you need a spotlight. And he looked at me like I was crazy, like, you don't tell me what to do. And I'm like, all right. And I just did my job and got out of there.
Yeah, when we went and we sat there, because we went there before, luckily we sat in the back. It wasn't as hot, but it was still warm and the service was shit. Don't let me tell you about the ladies' room.
No,
it's not about being, you got this huge stall, right? And you got this wall that's sitting here, right? And they got the toilet facing this way. So you see how much leg room I got? But you got all this long, and then they got a fan in there too. It's hot as hell in there too. But I looked at Michelle when we was in there and I said, girl, this is a hotbed for COVID. I was just talking shit because it was so hot and there was no air.
Let me say this. I can't apologize for the club because they are responsible, but but that's not typically how comedy clubs are. And I apologize for your experience, and I apologize that you had to go through that situation. And that's just unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But I mean, at least you did try to support a black-owned club. You can go to your grave saying, "At least I tried."
Well, we hopefully want to open one up one of our these days.
Yeah, we would love to do that shit.
If the heifers run that shit gonna be right. So we're gonna look for some investors. Okay. But there's a question on the screen. When you started, did other comedians try to bully you?
That is a great question. If you know anything about Steve Brown and beat up a lot of comedians. That's just what it is. Because
dog is coming out big right now.
Let me explain why I hated comedians at first. One of the comedians that mentored me, he also blackballed me. Okay. And I was homeless behind it because I was depending on, I didn't know anything about the business. So I was following their lead and I ended up being the opening act. Okay. So when I got out of college, I had a good paying job. I quit my job like a fool because I was so excited about working with, said comic. And when I came into my own, I guess he thought it was too much for him. Started blackballing me, started getting me kicked off shows. And I'm like, dude, I'm like depending on you because I'm your opener. And he let it happen. Me and my son lived in my car for like 4 days. And after that, when I got on my feet, I literally hated comics. So I had no top. Now I didn't say the business. I said comics because I thought that we were like a fraternity when I got in. Like, oh man, brother love this and this and this. And that. None of that exists. Okay. I found out right then that stand-up comedy is a business. Nobody gives a fuck about you. It's a business. Think about it, ladies. No taste, no sound, no smell, no touch. It is a business, black and white. If I get a chance to step on your neck because of the business, that's what I will do. That's what happened. I got through it. I was in my feelings. In any comic that did something to me, as far as the least disrespect, I'm going in your shit. And I got a reputation for that. God is good. I outgrew the reputation, but that's who I was because of what happened to me. Because I thought, because honestly, people don't realize this. A lot of comics, they are really, really fucked up people. They are really people that are going through mental situations. And what they do is they use comedy as a way of hiding everything, but they're some of the most miserable people in the world. I have a degree in communications and psychology. Yes, I'm a graduate of an HBCU, and I studied this type of stuff. A lot of comedians are very, very miserable. And think about it. Robin Williams, and a lot of them committed suicide. A lot of them, and let me go into this if y'all don't mind. It ain't gonna take but a second.
Go right ahead.
Got to understand something. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't knock nobody that do. The reason I don't, because I've never been interested. I don't even know how to play fucking cards. Why? Because I've never been interested. All right. So with that being said, my fallback is the stage. Like everybody has this thing they do before they go up or after they go off. They want to drink a little bit, relax, and this and that. My stress relief and my therapy is the stage. I thank God for that because this is how it starts. Sometimes I'll give you a perfect example. I got all this shit. Oh, you got all this shit going on at home. Your man acting a fool. Your mama died. This and that. All types of shit. You about to get evicted, but you got to go on stage and make people you don't even know laugh for a whole hour. Now they're leaving your presence smiling, feeling good about themselves, revived. And when them stage lights go out, you running right back into that shit you left. You have nobody to talk to. It's just you. So a lot of people turn to other things. That's why I'm like, I thank God that, my way of handling is being on the stage. So professional entertainers go through a lot of shit. I mean, a lot of stuff that y'all, especially comedians.
I believe that because years ago we interviewed Guy Torrey, and he was one of the first ones to say, man, he was going through his marriage, his divorce, his relationship with his brother. He was like, man, y'all just don't know that, comedians got some dark shit about them.
But I learned that watching the same documentary he was talking about with Robert Williams, because I loved me some Robert Williams. And I call it a dark passenger. If you ever watch Dexter, everybody got that dark passenger with them.
As a matter of fact, a 21-year-old comedian just committed suicide. He was on several well-known shows. I forgot his name. Just committed suicide a couple of days ago. So that's what I'm saying.
And Jake is stupid. Jake been trying to talk about y'all need to let me talk or get on. I told Jake, damn it, the thing is up there where you can try to join.
And I don't know why, Jake, you had drama last time, but the link is pinned at the top of the comments. But we,
you know why? Because he country.
Because another question we have: how do you keep yourself fresh to stay booked?
Number one, I thank all of y'all for liking and sharing them Cerebral Chronicles, because everything is about social media now. And of course, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, and any comic can tell you this. I'm being booked on reputation, and my reputation is no matter, the nigga can be mustard, he can be ugly, but at the end of the day, that nigga funny. That nigga funny. And ain't too many comics out here fucking with me on that stage. Big names, none of them. That's just what it is, you know. And you know, sometimes our people, we love to get into that, the name and shit. You ain't see an entertainer, this and that. But it's some comics out there that are just unfuckwittable. You got the Steve Browns, you got the Ali's, you got the JJs, you got a lot of them, but they don't get the notoriety. We don't get the notoriety, but the thing is, if we continue on doing what we're doing it consistently and persistently, it's going to happen. So I'm in it for this ain't checkers with me, it's chess. So you just got to continue to do it and not get bitter at the business and love what you do. And that's
treat your followers and people around you like shit.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Because
I want to say something. I don't want no shit after we get off this damn show. And Jake Staley, he's a wonderful comedian. In the comments, I don't want to hear no shit.
I don't know that brother Jake. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I probably know Jake, but when it comes to names, when I come to names, I'm the dumbest nigga in the world. And you know what? And if I see him, I'll be like, oh, this nigga here.
That's why he like, you've been in his live, but Jake is one of the people besides yourself, because there are in Ali. I love me some Ali.
Mm-hmm.
I also, besides you all being funny, I like folks that know how to treat their followers.
Exactly.
I like people that know how to treat and be respectful. Because you can get on some people live, and it's just like, I've met some people, and when you meet them, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else too. I don't do followers, and y'all shouldn't either. I don't do followers, and I'm gonna break this down. I do fans. No, I don't do fans. I don't do fans and followers.
Supporters?
I do supporters. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, let me use that word, supporters. Then that's what I meant.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because followers and fans, as soon as you do something they don't agree with, they're gonna drop your ass. They out. But a supporter, they're gonna be like, hey, you know what? Gospel helpers, I ain't like that shit y'all did, but guess what? I'm here for the next one. I'm here for I didn't agree, but I'm here. Because supporters are just like that. They want to genuinely see you win. A follower or a fan, as soon as you do something that don't align with what they got going on, they out of there. And not only that, they become your enemy, and they take it personal and become your enemy.
Yeah,
those are facts.
We got a couple of them that they was just what you said, a follower.
Yeah,
because I'm not a yes'em woman. I'm gonna stand my damn ground.
I think the problem is people have gotten out of the art of respectfully agreeing to disagree and moving on.
Right.
If you disagree with me, I take it like you're my enemy, and that's crazy.
And that's stupid. Yeah,
I'm going for your damn head, your whole career, and all I did is say I don't like sugar in my grits. You like it, I don't. What, bitch? You don't like sugar? I'm killing you.
I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Steve. It melted my heart to say that you don't know how to play cards. I thought I was the only black person. Mm-hmm. And all my Negro friends will make fun of me for not being able to play cards.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's all right.
It's okay. Right. I feel better about this now.
But Steve has a passion other than his comedy. Education is majorly important to you because you have a foundation that you set up to have people, get the education on. I mean, what started and how's it going so far?
It started at my alma mater, Stillman College, and I moved to Miles College, and then Grambling State University, Claflin University, and so on and so forth. Is a Steve Brown Scholarship Fund. When I get booked at the shows, I take part of my money and I put it towards my scholarship fund, and I give like 2 scholarships away and I've just kind of built off of it. And this scholarship is not for people coming into school, it's people leaving, because sometimes we get in school and guess what we do? We run out of money. We've made the grades, we've done everything we need to do, but now we don't have the funds to graduate, to walk, to pay them final bills. So now what we do, we bridge the gap and we walk those kids. They started it, they finished it. Unfortunately, something happened, or they had some bad spending habits, but they still put in the work, and we're gonna still help you get out there and do what you're supposed to do. So I'm very, very proud of that. And honestly, when I sell my merchandise, the proceeds go to that. You know, when I do a show, I sell my merchandise. When I sell my shirts, whatever I got, it goes to my scholarship fund. And we take care of those kids. And it's at a couple of HBCUs. And my goal is to have a Steve Brown Scholarship Fund at all the HBCUs. So yeah,
that's cool.
That's dope. I like that because the reason I found out about that because I was on your live one day and there was a young lady in there debating with you about what we do for the Black community. And I mean,
I ate her ass up.
You ate that ass up. I was over here crying, laughing. I was like, shit.
Yeah. The people will try you because sometimes people look at success the wrong way. They're so in tune into what you got going on until they try to find a flaw. All right, you doing this, you doing it, but what you doing for us? Well, I'm doing my part.
What the hell you doing for yourself would have been my question.
Right, and I don't really owe y'all nothing. I'm doing it because I was raised right. I believe that if you bless somebody, those blessings gonna come back 4-4. I got that from that assistant pastor. I said that was a plumber 1 week and a bus driver. And I got that.
He was a hustling preacher. That's what I'm talking about.
He was a hustler.
But I get so sick of folks trying to argue about that was some stupid shit to even argue about.
Yeah, I was.
Where you got someone doing something. Mm-hmm. You know, education is very important, especially for Black folks to even get their ass in. But you know, if you are doing anything, I don't care if it's a food drive, I don't care if you're doing tiny houses. Be happy of somebody doing something.
Yeah.
Period.
But those
don't nobody have to help your ass.
My saying is those that don't create critique.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she probably not doing a damn thing.
Yeah. Hey man, I didn't even really pay attention to her to see what she did. But the thing is, it got on my nerves. And I mean, sometimes you try to be as respectable as you possibly can, and you try to be as nice as you possibly can. But sometimes our supporters will do some shit to get under our skin, and then that other person come out, and then the first thing they start doing is playing the victim. Look how you at. He this and that. No, I gave you a chance to.
You did it to yourself.
You did it to yourself.
Exactly. So, yeah. But folks have to learn to stay in your lane, folks. Stop overdoing it with the challenging conversations, which aren't really challenging at all.
But you know, the sad thing is, I know I piss people off because like we were on a show and they wanted to be
you.
Yeah, because I was so shocked that Michelle pissed somebody off over me. And that's the first time. Very rare.
So you take pride in pissing people off.
A little bit. The thing is, why would you want me to debate with you about something I know a fact? When I know that something for a fact, now if I'm not quite sure, we can have a discussion.
Right.
But when I know it's signed, sealed, delivered, a fact, what the fuck I'm talking to you for? Why do you want to debate? And the person got in their feelings.
But is it me? Sometimes it's hard not to debate with them just to get them told.
Yes, it is.
But I think, you know what? I think I pissed the person off even more. I'm not talking to you. Go do your own research.
You know what? I'm gonna get on you about something. It ain't what you said, Negro. It's how you said it. I ain't talking to you. Go do your own. Yep, that's what you did. You antagonized and you ain't get a person what they want, and you was very cocky with it, and you was very funny with it, and it was like, and that person like, out again, this bitch.
This person,
she's steadily looking in the screen like.
I'm like that, but you want to. Now, Michelle, you stop laughing. Michelle, you stop laughing because that hoochie was there.
That shit funny. I'm sorry.
Going back and forth in the comments. Now I don't move on to a whole nother subject, and it was about black cowboys. You know, black men being the first cowboys, and they were just dead set against. What is the problem? Why are you in my comments back and forth acting crazy? So, when you come to me a certain way, sir, Mr. Q-Dog, I'm Q-Dog, Mr. Q-Dog. So the brand. Anyway,
I got several.
Oh my!
If you ain't gonna show them all, don't tell me about them, okay? But my thing is,
okay, that's 2.
Okay.
3. I got one right here, and I can't
lift his shirt up. Let me see. I told you won't gonna show me all of them, but you know.
I can show you. I can show you my tattoo. How about that? My tattoo.
Oh, okay. You know, I think I saw that tattoo. You was on live one time and you was laying down, kind of halfway covered. And I saw that tattoo. I be watching you. I be in your lives.
Right here. Hey man, listen. Hey,
you had a robe on or something. I think maybe even under the covers or something. But I saw the tattoo.
You saw my what?
Your tat.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No. You never showed that, boo. No, I'm sorry. Y'all, let me clear the air. He's never showed. It was his tattoo. Talking about y'all.
Right.
Rocky, calm yourself down. Get the hell out of here.
I ain't gotta go nowhere. Don't make me go sit down in the corner like I'm a little kid.
I don't. I try to be as respectful as I possibly can on social media. Always. I mean, because you got to understand that stuff comes back, and then people they try to, damage your character. Come here, sweetheart.
Yeah, of course. Anytime they find any little hole, they think they got something, they try to run with it. I'm like,
but Michelle knows.
Everybody knows.
Michelle knows I'm not a morning person. This was an early morning show. So it was already enough for me to be up that doggone early.
Yeah, you was up searching. What you up so early for?
No. We had a morning show we was doing. We had a morning show that we was actually doing. And it was very early.
Michelle, keep her intact. This one gonna get y'all in trouble. That one.
Hey, Steve, you know what?
When you got people arguing, and I was looking, I was like, why y'all so angry early? It's too early. Get your coffee. Let's inhale, exhale, and have a good time. It's too early to argue.
Right.
I don't want to debate early in the AM. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it.
Steve, I'm the oldest, and, she's being the baby sis. Sometimes I have a conversation. Sometimes I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going to even be bothered because it's going to give me a headache.
Right.
She's going to do what she want to do anyway.
We both have to talk each other off the petty ledge sometimes. Okay.
I for some reason, I'm going to respectfully say I don't believe it. I think that she's the one that's always trying to keep you.
Michelle, you better tell the truth, goddammit, right now. Don't you let this man think this shit.
I think Michelle is the one that try to keep y'all people's asses. I think that Michelle is the one to tell you stop being so ugly and all that. I think
tell the truth.
I've been telling the truth.
And I think that you are the one that tell Michelle, come help me jump on this bitch. That's why.
I wouldn't ask Michelle. I would go get her shit.
I'd have to pull her ass back, number one.
No. But how many times I gotta pull you back?
You have to pull me back. Look, trust me. We do
our pettiness in different ways. See, my petty in different ways. My petty is I'm gonna say something to you.
I think that Michelle would go in if she's pushed to it to that point. I think you would just go in if a bitch look crazy at you.
Yeah, you got us right. Look. I am the one. The moment you step on my toe, bitch, get off my toe. Michelle will let you step on that toe 2 or 3 more times.
Right, your food in that bag.
And then see, I'd rather tell you, leave me the fuck alone now. While I'm in a good mood.
That fuse is getting shorter though. The last episode we had online, I so wanted to go in, but
who had to talk you off the petty leg?
You
for your salad. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm sorry. I was talking to my other half. My lady just got home from work, and I was.
Hey, wife.
Hey, lady.
Sweetheart, they speaking to you, Tasha. I'm one of those brothers. Like if my lady is working, or she a regular job.
Hey, she's pretty too. Girl, you got your cutie pie. Okay,
I believe in making sure the house is straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the traditional guy. Like, all right, where my food at? You back home from work? No, I cook. I do all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm practicing to get married again. That's what it is.
Congratulations on that, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah. But it takes both of you all to run that house and keep things going. If she's working and you not, hey.
That is. I'm the chef then.
There you go.
There you go.
So it's a partnership. You got to do what you got to do to uplift both each other. And that's what it is.
So we're not going to take up too much more of your time because your lady home. You got to get your home time in. But tell people what it is.
She all she want to do is eat and have sex. All she want to do is eat and have sex. I'm sick of that.
I don't blame you, lady. That's what I'm talking about, boo.
Always coming home eating and throwing my legs up. What you got my legs up for? Oh yeah, we good. We good. I already told him that. Look, I'm gonna be on with the gospel helper, so I'm gonna get him my time, and then you can rate me later. So yeah, let's.
Let's see. That's on time. That's the kind of relationship I like.
Right.
So stupid.
We're good.
I'm gonna feed you, then I'm gonna molest you later.
You know what? Your agenda. But I see you posting new shows up almost every day. So what shows do you have coming up that folks should check out?
All right, so tomorrow, of course, I do my monthly comedy show, and I cater to a certain type of people. It's a Make You Laugh monthly comedy show for the grown and sexy. People like y'all, grown folks. So it's very successful. It's here in Stockbridge, Georgia, like 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. It's a really, really good show. I do that for the people that never really get a chance to see me on the road, because I live in Atlanta. So I'll do a monthly comedy show here. So then now I'm starting another one in Stone Mountain, Georgia, for the grown and sexy out there. So it's kind of becoming a thing, besides me just being on the road. And then of course I have my podcast with 3 other phenomenal guys, Marvin Hunter, Lab Love, and Jack Thriller. It's called the Yeah We Talk Like This podcast. It's not as together as y'all, because y'all, when I tell you y'all sister got y'all shit together, and I'm sitting here literally stealing from y'all, I'm telling you, I'm look. And I just need that one element. I need to get one more person on there that seem like they'll fight anybody, like you. I needed somebody like you. Yep. So yeah, so there it is. So definitely we got that.
I can loan you one out.
Oh my God. So we got that going, and of course, me being online and doing my thing. And everything is a blessing. Everything is working for the good, and I see growth, and I'm here for it. And honestly, I'm flattered that you guys invited me to be on your podcast or your show or whatever you want to call it. But it's a lot of fun, and it's very entertaining, and it's highly recommended.
Well, I definitely
thank you.
Recommend you guys checking out Steve, and we think that's a major compliment when it comes from somebody like you, because I've made a habit, and this is just recent. Before we start booking guests, I need to observe you for a minute.
Right.
In other words, she said she's not booking shit in comedians no more.
That's a blunt way of putting it.
Everybody is good. You just got to find the good in them. And if you have to search too hard for it, fuck them.
Yeah, there you go. And I'll scratch the surface, and I get tired I get tired too quick.
I don't even think you scratch the surface. I just think you look at the surface like, bitch, gone.
Look, I spray some disinfectant on it, and shit's still raggedy. I gotta go.
No, I'm saying it's very important, because you don't want to have the wrong chemistry when you have a show. And then I know I've booked guests previously that this heifer ain't feeling, and she don't have no way of hiding her face. She got no poker face. If she ain't feeling that interview, she's like, "The fuck we doing here?"
Well, you know what? Well, let me ask you this, sweetheart. Are you feeling this interview? I
adore you. You good? We good, bro?
Oh, okay.
We good. Let me tell you.
And
if I don't talk or ask you a personal question, because Michelle had me on with one lady, I ain't gonna mention who it was. I got to the point because she was one of the folks that just kept talking.
Right.
So I said, "Fucking bitch." I was like, I'm done talking. I shut down. Then you had one that was a smart ass for no reason. I'm like, who you talking to?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm done with this bitch too. Michelle knows if I'm not talking to you or asking you nothing, I don't like you.
Right. So it's fair to say that you like me then.
Yeah, you could. I be liking all your shit. That big bitch that fell off the stairs. Whenever you see Heifer 2, Rocky, that's me.
You know what? That's cool. That's cool and all, and I appreciate it. But I'm more so flattered that you like me, the person, since you got a chance to sit and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be likable. You know, my lady always say, "Baby, you're too friendly." I'm like, yeah, but I was raised that way.
Well, she mean don't be too friendly to hoes. That's that name on your shirt.
Exactly. Wait, but hey, you be quiet. You know what she just did? She did like this, like yeah.
She I know, girl. We here, girl.
Hey, listen.
You know, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you something, and I understand what your wife is saying because simple women, simple bitches. I'm gonna say this: if you say, "Oh, you look nice," or you smile too much, girl, he want me, bitch. No, he don't.
Yeah.
No, he don't.
You know what? And the thing is, I've had that problem before. Like, I'm one of those people. If I see a person and they're not smiling, and you know how our black women, I just walk around with the mad face. I'm like, ma'am, you too pretty not to be smiling. They'll smile and they'll go on because it makes them smile. But don't think for 1 second, motherfucker. I'm not flirting. I'm
not trying to holler at you. But I'm gonna tell you something, Steve. When I was younger, there was a gas station. We lived in Memphis. Mm-hmm. I purposely frowned so niggas wouldn't talk to me.
Right. I think that's Tasha. You know what? Tasha's from Chicago. And
I don't blame
her. Okay. And I'm like, Tasha, why you not? And I'm gonna tell you something. I think my lady is adorable, but she's
a good-looking woman.
Look. Look, but I'm not gonna pass. I'm not gonna give you no pass. We making love. I'm slanging good D, and you still frowning. Now.
No, you don't smell how this is.
Look. I had to go in and do this. Now. Wait a minute. Now.
See, don't tell my wife that. You know what, Jay? I told Jay several times. Bring them monkey ass in here.
But he was trying to get in earlier.
Another thing, I think we clash, and I'm gonna let y'all go on. I'm gonna hold y'all up. But we clash because I'm a Southerner, okay? And I was raised. My grandfather was a holiness preacher. My grandma was a lady of the church. My mom was a preacher, and we were always people. We were people. We love people. We would go. So my granddad, no matter where he went, he can strike up a conversation with anybody. And it was just like that. So, and that's how I am. But now in this day and time, I understand what she's saying. You got to be careful with people because people have wrong intentions.
It's fact.
I have personally told people, ma'am, look, I'm just speaking. I don't want you. And then they get mad.
Because you shot them down because in their mind, he want me. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I want you know.
But you know, the thing about it is not just women that do that. I just had an incident where this comedian said I wanted.
Hold on. Why y'all can't have incidents with comedians?
It's the same one I was talking about earlier. It's the same one.
And for some reason, he didn't pull this accusation in his mind. Oh, she want me, and I'm like, nigga, if you was the last penis on earth, I'd rather do a stick.
The sad thing is, Michelle's never said anything. Oh, you cute. Oh, you tall. There was never any. Look, you got to understand. We were heathens up to the time of the age of me 13. That's when we found Christ. Okay.
Oh, I did it. Uh-huh.
We were raised in Jersey. Then we moved back where we were born, Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay.
And that's when Grandmama said, "You taking y'all heathen ass to church, Sunday school." I thank her for that.
Bible band, all that shit.
Yeah. Oh. Shit, I love Sunday school with them old white women. They was always making good. Anyway, so I got a good mixture. We got a good mixture, and I'm not finna talk to everybody.
I get it.
Boy, get your butt from over here. But Michelle has learned to listen to me. When I get energy off of you that I don't like, I'm not dealing with you.
All right, so tell me this. Now, I have two lovely ladies who are very smart, been there, done that. Y'all gonna give me some advice. So I'm a professional entertainer. And of course, my other half, you too friendly sometimes. This and this and that. What advice would y'all give me? Now, Michelle, don't you say shoot a bitch, because you sound like you shoot a bitch.
No, Michelle is the nice one. I'm Rochelle.
Rochelle. Okay, Rochelle.
But you can call me Rocky.
AKA Rocky.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. You got that name religious.
No, that heifer couldn't talk when she was 4.
Oh God.
That's how I got that name.
I had a premonition.
I got you. Yeah. So what advice would y'all give me?
Go ahead, Rocky.
Now I'm gonna let you go first. Let the nice one, because
Here we go.
It's hard. It's really hard to get that kind of advice, because me personally, as a woman, you can tell me I like you in that outfit or you smell good. I don't think that a man want me.
Right.
So, it's kind of hard, because if you said that shit to me, I'd be like, oh, well, thank you, and move around. But you do have simple bitches out here. You got them out here.
I get it.
And sometimes you just have to tone it down. Mm-hmm. I think if you see an old woman or a short-ass bitch trying to reach for something, or an old lady, help them.
Right.
Hold the door. If the heifer don't want us, say thank you, let the door go and hit it in the ass earlier. I'm gonna tell you do part of it, tone it down.
Michelle, I just don't think her advice gonna keep me out of trouble. Letting the door hit him off. I just don't think that's gonna
just let it go. As she slightly coming in and the bitch don't say thank you, just let it go.
I don't think that's gonna help my image.
Girl, he rude. He slammed the door in my butthole. It was terrible.
Slam the door in the butthole. You know what? You don't get no advice today.
Okay? Hit you with a good little.
My issue as a professional entertainer and being a public figure and growing, of course. Yeah. As your notoriety grows, people are going to want to come up to you and talk to you. You cannot just not talk to them. You can't be short with them, because the first thing you're going to be labeled is an asshole. So you got to give them a little conversation. And keep
it's okay to be asshole.
Anyway, I like to keep. Did that help for them?
No, but I'm just saying, you just try not to smile too much while you're speaking. Cut your smile. Don't smile. Don't be so inviting. People get confused.
Hey, hold on, wait, hold on. You happy now? You happy now? She looking at me like, look.
She told you, did she tell you?
She told me try not to smile so much while I'm talking, because I look inviting. Shut up.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
We ain't gonna like, yes, bitch. She told me.
You know who you need to talk to. The perfect person to give him advice is Washington, the one that wrote the book, My Three Daughters.
Oh, Avery Washington. Yeah,
he's a good-looking man.
He's an author. He's out here.
I think I was on a live. I think he a bruh. I think he a Q. I think I know him.
Is he a Q?
You probably do.
From Houston?
He's an older brother.
I don't know that, but I know he married. I know he has children.
I think I was on a live with him, or I was on somebody's panel with him, and he said he wrote some books. I think that's the same brother.
Let me tell you something. We've met this brother several times. He's very down to earth. It's something about the way he carries himself. He's respectful and nice. Mm-hmm. But I'm married, bitch. It's just something about the way you need to talk to him.
His aura
screams, I'm married.
His aura screams, I'm about my family, but don't even come over here with that.
In other words, I'm gonna give you a compliment. I'm gonna chit chat with you, but no, I'm married, so I ain't with that bullshit. Pretty much that aura.
Yeah, because when we first met him, because we always go to this First Friday, it's a gallery, beautiful art, and that's where we met him. And even though he's nice looking or whatever, off top the way his energy is, I'm a married man. I don't fuck around. He's not rude. He's very respectful. I think highly of him. And if you ever want to have that conversation, you need to invite him on your podcast.
Yes.
No, I ain't invite him on my podcast. I'm gonna invite myself to talk to him personally, so I can get that game first. I got to get that game. I mean, and honestly, like I said, it's sometimes people, and like I said, I don't blame me, but sometimes it's always good to look in the mirror at you and say, okay, what am I doing? because I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm raised right. I'm a people person. I'm a friendly person. So what is it my mate is seeing that I'm not seeing? So you have to look in the mirror and go from there, because you know nobody wants to be uncomfortable. You don't want your mate to be uncomfortable. So you want to go out together. You want them seeing you off and they feel confident that you're going to do the right thing. So I mean, it's all a work in progress, and I think we're going to be okay. I think because I mean, it's just one of those things. It's all positivity over here, so we're good.
Yeah, because like I said, I would find it hard because you know the same problem you have, and it's really weird now that it's trickled over to men. If you're too nice to a man, look what he did. If you compliment a man or say something or give him conversation, all of a sudden you like him. Yes. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you a girl?
Because if I like you, if I'm into you, you will know I'm into you.
You will know
more in friendship, but I have never put that out there.
So, but the thing is, you got to understand something too, ladies. This man probably wasn't used to a woman being nice to him. So now when he got the niceness, the respect, the kindness, damn, they like me. Maybe we'll do a threesome. All that. He's thinking all types of crazy shit because he's never gotten it. Look, just like some people, they are used to drama. That's all they know. So you can be in a relationship with somebody, and if it's going too well, they do some crazy shit because they associate drama with love. He fussing at me, so I know this nigga love me.
I had a friend like that. If a nigga won't go on the side of the head, he didn't love her. I said, girl, I don't want that love.
You know why you don't want that love? Because you probably be the main one going upside the nigga head.
Now, let me tell you something. I used to be, you could tell I was still a tomboy. But when I was a little kid, I tell this story all the time. This boy lied and said I kissed him about 7 or 8. I beat his ass with a wiffle ball bat.
Why would you do that?
Because he told everybody we kissed and it was a lie. But don't worry, my mama called me and she beat my ass after she saw me do that. My father made it very clear to me when I was a young girl, before them double digits hit, I'm gonna need you to stop fighting boys, cause your daddy gonna go to jail. You gonna make me kill somebody.
How did you do this with her? How did you?
All I can say is I had 4 good years solo.
Michelle, tell you I choked the nigga out for fucking with her. Why you lying? I choked somebody out for messing with you.
No, true. No, we go hard for each other. We do.
Me and my little cousin Nikki were out in Memphis playing, and 3 white boys and a black boy decided to keep throwing rocks at us, calling us a nigga. I told this heifer here. She kicked that boy so hard in his jaw.
Okay, so listen. I don't want to hear.
No, we kids now. We kids.
I know. I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to hear it, because y'all kids. But you know, white kids' parents press charges, and they probably bring some charges up against y'all from way back in the day, and you done told on them.
No, let me tell you something.
You ain't heard the punchline.
No, I was gonna say because no, she bust his jaw wide open. So his daddy came, and God forbid this man came to the front door. Not only was I there with my mama's sister, my mama's cousin, my 2 little short grandmamas and aunties that go to church every day. When I say he had a bunch of little black women going off on him, that white man left that front door so damn quick.
So what happened was y'all jumped on the man's son and went and got the village.
No, we was already at home. Me and my little cousin was in the backyard. They were throwing rocks at us, and I told Michelle. We were visiting my auntie. That happens to be my grandmother's sister, and it's a tight-knit family. We all raised together. When he came to complain, he came to auntie's house, and he was greeted by at least 5 little short black women.
Okay, let me say this, and I think that we've said enough. These people have been entertained and scared enough. I think personally, this is my perception. I think that you've dragged through the years. You've dragged Michelle into a whole lot of shit that you just started.
Yeah, these are stories.
Michelle, let me tell you something. You keep doing what you do. Michelle, you keep doing
Where your wife?
do.
Damn this, where your wife?
Well, she's not my wife yet, so you know.
Your soon-to-be wife.
Okay, well, she's
help
right
me.
here. She was
Lady, help, ma'am, help me. Your husband, your soon-to-be husband is tag teaming me.
Why do you sound like Martin Lawrence in the damn pie shop on like, ma'am?
Ma'am.
Yeah. So Michelle, you keep doing what you do. Keep her in line. And I think that you ladies have an amazing podcast. Professionally, I think we gave these people too much. We gave them too much, but hey, it's all good. We had fun doing it. So
we love it.
Michelle, before you leave this before you get your ass off this, you tell him the shit you do.
You know what? We'll talk about that another time.
No, we're not talking about it right now, sir.
No, Steve has got, he gave us about 2 hours this time. And we're going to have him back on. This will not be the last time you guys see Steve on here. He's welcome to come on just like our boy Jake.
I will see you in them IG streets, sir.
Hey, Michelle, I guarantee she going to DM me and tell me all the shit you did.
I'm going to wait till I see you. I like face-to-face combat.
Oh man, ladies, thank you again for having me on. It was a blessing, it's an honor, and a pleasure. You ladies are phenomenal, and I really appreciate y'all. And I'm just flattered for y'all to have me on. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure, Steve. Man, we really appreciate it. We will definitely be seeing you on the Instagram streets. You guys, please follow comedian Steve Brown. Make sure you go to his TikTok, subscribe to that too, because you guys won't be missing out on these reels. The man is cray. And make sure you check those tour dates, show dates, all that. Make sure you go see him live in person. Say, hey, I saw you on the Heifers. And just go support the comedy, folks. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate
God
it.
bless.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. We're going to see you on Instagram. Comic Steve Brown. Now, that was fun. I enjoyed that interview, Heifer.
No, he was good people, but I'm so tired of everybody thinking that you're the good one when you an evil, ratchet bitch. But I love you.
I love your ass, too.
And look, Alex said statutory, it's expired, so that white man can't come soon.
Well, it don't make no difference because I probably bust his ass again. But anyway, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to close out. And I want you guys to make sure when you go on Instagram tonight, because there will be some lives hosted. Thank you guys so much. Our boy Conflict going to have a late night live. Our boy Jake, he going to go live. So we want to make sure everybody follows everybody. We support each other over here. It's all good. But if you guys missed some of the show, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it.
And I'm going to try to be in everybody live tonight. I definitely going to Jake. I'm going to pop in Conflict. Conflict, please have some pants on tonight. I love both these men, though. They are very funny, very down to earth. Yes. I love good people. Conflict and Jake are definitely good people. Yes. If y'all don't know who they are, when you see them on IG, you see me cammed up with them, hit the follow.
Yeah, hit the follow button. And like I said, we filter good vibes only and a little ignorance. Ain't nothing wrong with a little splash.
And it's Granny. Granny got a podcast too.
That's right. Granny is up in the building. Hershey the Entertainer, she do her shit. Everybody just look out for
everybody know Hershey. All you gotta do is follow the titty trails for Hershey. Follow the titties. Follow the titties.
Enough of your ass. Look, we're gonna wrap it up. You guys are gonna see a couple of ads. But next week we'll be back. We'll be talking to a civil rights attorney. But August 3rd, y'all better pull out the popcorn, the champagne, all that shit.
What's going on?
The one and only legendary Ali Sadiq will be in the building with us August 3rd. You understand how
it's going to be people gang up in this piece.
Why do I feel like, what's that movie with Tom Cruise where he played that white director and he said,
He's hard. Where's the key master at?
Yeah, really fucking hard.
It's going to be like that. Because, you know, me and Ali, we got that same Libra energy.
That's going to be so much ignorance.
Look, I like to sit up. I don't want to ever be in the room with your ass ever again.
You know what? We're going to go to a couple of ads with you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. If you would like to be a show sponsor, it's very affordable. And we do some bomb-ass videos. So make sure you hit us up on the DM. So everybody have a good one. Until next time, everybody. Peace.